is what Ghana calls the garden cities. The garden cities of Metropolis. So this is the metropolis of Spintex, of Accra. Spintex is the metropolis of Accra. And Kotobabi City, it's its garden city. So the garden city where nature is allowed to flourish. So get this. You go into Kotobabi City. Understand this. You walk into Kotobabi City, and you're like I said, the girls, the Bloomingdales, they're called Bloomingdales. Why are they called Bloomingdales? You see, the girls of Kotobabi City are all natural and they're all fresh. Not all natural, but majority are beautiful, young and fresh. And although I'm not condoning what they do, I'm going to explain the dynamics of the Kotobabi City situation to you. The economist city, the garden city, the metropolis city, the city of, everything. Because of the lack of opportunities in most Ghanaian communities and in most African communities, Kotobabi City, because of the way it's designed, where it's not designated, it is not designated for anything. It's just designated for Kotobabi Metropolis, Garden City. So it's not known as, even though prostitutes are there, it's not known for prostitutes as such. It's known for everything that's good about it. So everyone feels free, but it's normally the locals who know that you're safe to go through there. Everyone feels free to come in and out. Do you see what I mean? In and out. So get this. As time goes by and struggling young girls, they realize that, hold on, I'm going in and out of that city. I thought this job was dangerous, but it's not. Look at that. They're all there and it's all safe and everyone's doing their thing. So Kotobabi City has a population of undecided virgin hoes. Where, hold on, they need an iPhone, so they're not too sure yet. They don't want to join the big leagues. Yeah, they don't even have money to join the big league. The big leagues but I'm going to explain the big leagues to you. Legon, it's shit, but they are the big leagues. Should I tell you why? Because the big league is when you have the money to afford the expensive rich makeup, the long hairs, the this, the that. It means your money has gone up, therefore your pussy rating has gone up. But get this, by the time you get to the big league, it means your pussy is dead. It's no longer virgin pussy. So get this, you see Kotobabi City, where they haven't reached the big league and they don't have the money for the big hair and this and that and that and that and that. But they have what you want. Tight, fresh things. I'm not even promoting it. I'm just showing you how this is all connecting to gardening. Yeah? Because the Spintex people, they're city heads, so they have to somehow merge the ancient with the modern. So this is how they're doing it. So at Kotobabi City, you're likely to meet a first dayer, a beautiful 18-year-old girl. She's probably only had one boyfriend. He was a dickhead. He broke her heart. She's been left heartbroken. She doesn't want to get over another man, but she's also been left broke. So you know what? Someone's told her, like 100 cities just in 2 minutes. You get me? And so she's like, oh, okay. So first timers. You understand what I'm saying? Some people not more than 2. And even then you can tell they're shy. I don't know. I'm just reading them, because when I walked in there today, I can see it. I can see the innocence. And when I see the ones that have been there for long, I can tell they're confident enough to grab you and pull you. But the innocent ones, as you're walking, yeah, they would like you to call them, because they don't feel like prostitutes yet. They still feel like they're worthy to be a girlfriend. So they want you to call them as if you want them. But they don't know it's got to the time where, no, it's like, supermarket, innit? Something has to grab your attention. You see what I mean? So get this. But Kotobabi offers all that. Do you see what I mean? So get this. Imagine I'm walking in and all this is around me. These girls, they're called Bloomingdale's because they're just blooming. They're not prostitutes. Yeah, they're still classed as hoes. Yeah, a prostitute is someone that's fully in, but hoes are like foals. They, like little fowls. They're baby. So fresh, natural, no makeup, no this, no that. Your wife won't catch you. Why? No makeup. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just showing you the dynamics of metropolitan Spintex Kotobabi City. Like I said, the MP, Carlos Ahenkra, he's a regular at The Economist. He's a regular. I see him there, at least he was there a few months ago. I mean, since the election, he hasn't been there. But he's a regular. That's why he won. That's why he won this area. Because he's a regular at the hot spots. They see him. You see what I mean? So get this. So imagine my amazement, because I had never seen this, because like I told you, the police walk in there, the police are there, the soldiers are there, the Navy sometimes pass through there, customs officials pass through there, customs officers. Kotobabi City is just the place. You can meet business partners. I've met business partners over there. There's a business I'm actually proposing to do, and this business, the people that I'm doing it with, I met them there in Kotobabi City. Because I had already spoken about business idea to someone in Kotobabi City. And then the person was speaking to someone and then found out that the person, and then said, oh, I'll link you up to this guy. It's like that, LinkedIn. But it's the physical LinkedIn. It's not an internet thing. You physically link here and then you take it onto the internet. But by the time you get onto the internet, the business is rolling. The business is rolling. That's what Kotobabi City offers the masses. So get this. But this one, I had never seen this visitor before in Kotobabi City. So imagine I walk in today and in front of me. Yeah, I think you picked that up. So coming back to the idea of farming. But that is where the story is leading to. Yeah? Something told me while I was on the phone with you, for the first time, pass through the city so they can hear the sounds and the vibrancy of the city. That's what I was hoping to show you when I go through there, even though it was afternoon. But remember, afternoon is when the Bloomingdale's are waking up because they've been working all night till morning. So they've had a few hours rest. So now was the perfect time. The Bloomingdale's are waking up, and when I got there, you saw it. They were going to and from the little kiosks, the little alleyways in their, rags. Not rags, but, a cloth around their breast and holding buckets. They're going to wash bits. You understand what I'm saying? The Bloomingdale's are awake. Listen, they look tired, but they still look beautiful. Do you know why? Because they're natural. Listen, I'm telling you. You see the ones in Legon, yeah? If you spend a night with one of those, make sure when you open your eyes in the morning, she's gone. But if she's gone with your money too. Because in order to save your money, you have to open your eyes and watch her go. But in order to save your eyes, you have to keep them closed and let her go. But if you keep your eyes closed, she takes your money. So if you open your eyes, what do you think you will see? Some old woman, dead skin. But the night and the wig, it has a way of changing things. You see what I mean? But when you come to Kotobabi City, a Bloomingdale's, just natural. You can see it. What you see is what you get. Bloomingdale's. Fresh, supple and natural. So as I'm walking in, imagine the first thing I see, and this amazed me because I'd never seen this type of people in there before. 3 guys. They were all wearing blue top, blue shorts, and in this deep blue top, deep blue shorts. And my son, whose birthday is today, his favorite color is deep blue. So that got me excited. And then I saw in the deep blue tops, black stars. And that got me overly excited. But then get this. There were 3 of them. One of them is holding a cutlass, a machete, and a hoe. A hoe looks like an axe, but an axe has a sharp edge to cut. A hoe has a flat, wide edge to drag soil. So if you don't know what a hoe is, because we've been talking about Bloomingdale hoes, they're 2 different things. Yeah, they're 2 different things. So get this. One of them was holding these 2. The second one was holding what looked like a metal pole and a machete. Again, dangerous weapons. The third one had what looked like Ninja Turtle. You know, it looked like Raphael with his backpack on. But it was to the side, like when you're carrying a samurai sword. But only inside this pack was about 5 machetes. And the music was blasting and the music was blazing, and they were stood there and they were trying to listen. They were feeling the music. They were feeling it. And the people at the bars were feeling them. They were feeling each other. And then a 4th guy appeared. And he's wearing a uniform. And I realized he's a prison guard. These were prisoners. And get this. They are on farming duties. They're clearing weed, unnecessary weed that Ghana doesn't need. But Ghana is so good that one fat uncle, not armed with a knife, not armed with a gun, not armed with a baton, not armed with pepper spray, not armed with a taser gun, not armed with anything, just his uniform. 3 prisoners, armed to the teeth. In Kotobabi City, the metropolitan city, the Sphinx Manor, the garden city of Ghana, mad, just feeling the music. You see, uncle that was with them. Listen, he was sweating, and he had just my boys have been chilling there for a while, innit? My boys have been chilling there for a while, and they were doing their thing, they were feeling the music, and there was no one watching them, but it doesn't matter because this is Ghana. They just want to do their time and get out, and they know that now that they're on duty, their time is being reduced faster, and they're doing better, and you understand what I'm saying? So my man came out of this little hole, but he was sweating. So that's what I said, yeah, and I nudged the guys and I nudged my man, and I was going by and I said, yeah, I like this is God, this is, it could be better than this, but yeah, this is it, because I was thinking about the garden idea, and now I know where we can get workforce and train them. Listen, if someone has a 5-year sentence to serve 5, and they can get it reduced, and they'll probably end up serving 3. If they spend this 3 years in a program like this, they will earn certificates. When they leave prison, they may find that this was a worthy job. And I guarantee you that if people qualify to be on this course, we have different categories of prisoners. This is what Ghana has to understand, and this is what the prison system needs to adapt to. We have A. So we have A plus, too dangerous. A, very dangerous. B, unconvicted but held in custody. Yeah? Custody. Custodial jails. And then we have C cats. C cats are different from all the other ones I've mentioned. Why are they different? Because when you go to prison, the aim is not to kill you. The aim is to rehabilitate you and, turn a new leaf and bring you out. So in the beginning, prison life is hard. Some people are there for life, but let's not talk about those. So that's A plus. Let's talk about A. A is the hardest from other than A plus. A plus is for lifers, people who have murdered, you get me? But let's talk about criminals who have received a really long term. So when you receive a really long term, you go straight to a maximum security. That's A plus. And then in the maximum security, there will be A plus plus. People who can't even mix with human beings. Do you see what I mean? But a C cat is when you have been good. In these prisons, you have kept quiet, you have, involved yourself in activities, done what is required of you, kept good. And then you are sent to a C class. A C class, the regime gets you more involved in activities that give you the opportunities to learn and gain qualifications. Do you see what I mean? Whilst you're in CCAT, and you're gaining qualifications and you're gaining experience and this and that, and you're doing really well, that would eventually qualify you for DCAT. CAT, the word CAT only stands for the acronym CAT stands for the word category D. So when you get to category D, now, although you're still a prisoner, you are being slowly allowed back into society, because eventually we have to release you. But we don't just want to release you straight from prison. We want to see how you will cope. If there's any way we can help you, we will. So whilst you're in CCAT, you do all the vocational courses you need to do to help you gain access to DCAT. And when you come to DCAT, now we actually put you out there. So DCAT, this is how it works. You are relocated to a center. It's not a prison. It's not a prison. It could look like a normal home. But we have prison guards who work there. You get given your task. Go to A, come back. No one follows you. Why? Because we are trying to trust you. There is some kind of monitoring, but you won't see it. But if you do run, then you see you will never ever qualify for that system ever again. If you end up in trouble, you will always be in ACAT from the day you start to the day you finish. And they will make sure it is very hard for you. That's how it works. But when you get to DCAT, now, even though everyone knows you're a prisoner because you live in that building, you can wear your own clothes. But you wake up every morning, you go to a workplace and you do the numbers of hours required of you to do there and come back and then log in. And this is what shows transition. You're not going out there trying to escape. You're not causing trouble. And actually, you're learning to become a productive member of society. And you've gained a qualification that makes the job you're doing a very highly skilled job. Now, when your sentence is over, and I guarantee you, because we'll be selling these herbs, there will be a small amount, a nice tidy amount, based on your efforts, based on profits made, being put aside for every prisoner involved in this course, involved in this rehabilitation course. Because rehabilitation is not just about cleaning the person's behavior. Once you clean the person's behavior and the person qualifies to be put on the streets again, where's the person going to sleep? How's the person going to eat? How's the person going to survive? Listen, it's hard for family members to even welcome family members who are in prison back home. Do you know why? Because they are already hungry. They are already hungry. So when in Ghana, when you've gone to prison and you're coming back home, no one's really looking forward to you. You've become a burden, and you've been proven to be a thief. And in Ghana, because the rehabilitation system doesn't really prove itself for anything, no one believes you have changed. But this time now, get this. Whilst you've been there, you've been learning. You've been improving. And you've been gaining. And this is how we know you've been learning and improving. Because get this, you've been gaining access to freedom slowly and slowly. And this is how it works. If you come from Kumasi and if your prison is somewhere so far from Kumasi, say, as you're gaining DCAT or CCAT, CCATs are normally closer to cities. Do you see what I mean? So then you're from Kumasi or you've qualified for CCAT. Okay, we move you to a CCAT closer to your city. And when you qualify for DCAT, we move you into your city. So then you get closer to family members. So we start to build the family relationship, the family bond. But you see this job you're doing, the little money you're getting on the side, we will save some for you. Some we will make allowance for you to organize family visits. So get this, you are the one paying for their transportation to get there. You are the one paying maybe when the kids come. Because Ghana, because you're in prison, you can never dream of giving your kids any gifts. But now you're working, you're in DCAT. DCAT is not like a prison. So your kids can come and see you there. Christmas time, you can actually use some of your money to buy presents, pay for their transportation to get there. We will give you assistance as well. Maybe a center where us and all our families will meet. Do you see what I mean? But you've been earning. You see, the day you get out, you may, I don't know, maybe how many years you had. But if you had 10 years to serve, yeah, and you served that 10 years and you did at least 4 or 5 years in this program, you may be leaving with enough money to start a business. Why? Because you've got experience now. You've got experience now. There is nothing stopping us from giving you contracts in your home city. Because get this, they saw you doing the gardens. That's why DCAT takes you closer to your hometown to bring you back home. And they saw you doing your best and they understood the system and the program, how it works. So now that you are finished and we know you're the master and you're good at this, we can now give you a contract and say, okay, now we're going to put DCAT prisoners here and you're going to be the one controlling and directing and making sure that they know how to grow. You have your own fledgling business. Not only is it a fledgling business, it's a worldwide international market business. Kotobabi City, I'm telling you, just like Sarkodie said, Spintex Road, that's where you find the greatest minds. And Kotobabi City was created just to capture that. And it was created just to give you that opportunity to be part of something amazing. Because get this, what it is today, we talk about metropolitan cities, and we talk about modern cities, and we talk about ancient cities. But Kotobabi City has managed to find a way to merge the ancient, which is natural, with the modern, which is artificial, but at a balance that makes it welcoming and inviting for everyone to come and just enjoy. Because when you come to Kotobabi City, listen, it doesn't spell that you sleep with prostitutes. No. That's the funny thing. That's what I'm saying. When you walk in, you're going to see. They open themselves, like I said, to have parties. You don't pay to have this party, because they've got in the center is a massive spot, and there's normally cars and things parked there. But when you come and you speak to a few of them, like I said earlier, speak to a few of them, that's it. They say, okay, all you have to do is, provide your own drinks and rah. Like I said again, the idea is because now you're going to have a party because you know it's safe, and you're going to send out invitations to people and tell them Kotobabi City. They're going to think, what? But then they're going to think to themselves, well, there's going to be a lot of people there, crazy person. Why would you take your party there? And anyway, this gives me an excuse to look at the city. So people come to your party, and that's when they realize, oh, it's actually a very inviting place to be. Yes, they see the Bloomingdale's. They see all that's going on, but they also see that no one is bothering anyone. There's police, there's customs officers, there's soldiers, there's naval officers. Now, prison officers and prisoners alike, all chilling alongside Bloomingdale's. Listen, Kotobabi offers you something different. So we're talking about these gardens, and you see how Kotobabi City, you understand what I'm saying? That I don't know, but you see how Kotobabi City manages to mix business with rehabilitation, with this, with Penzance, with Penance, with this, with that, all on Bibinya, all on my Christmas Day. But get this, how would the system serve the government? Listen, the government prison system creates a health hazard, and the only way to alleviate the health hazard is to create systems that break down the prison system. Right now, if I went to the biggest prison in Ghana, listen carefully, and I interview not the prisoners, the officers, and I said, because my uncle is a prison officer. My uncle's a prison officer, and I've actually sat him down and interviewed him. So get this. This is the interview, I'm going to give you this time. I will say to the prison officers, okay, this is the categories of prisons there are, and these are the reasons for each category. So we're going to start from A+, very hard, they don't care, very dangerous for society. A, very dangerous for society, they don't care, but you know what? They can mix with general population. Okay. B, unconvicted but too dangerous to be on street, so incarcerated until further evidence. Or convicted but still in transition. B cat. Okay. C cat. Convicted. 1. Shows remorse. 2. Has been participating during BCAT in everything, that the prison regime gives. Has been a model citizen, CCAT. DCAT has been participating in CCAT and doing really good, gained a few qualifications, and is a model citizen. and qualifies for DCAT. DCAT receive a bit more freedom closer to the time you're getting out to put what you have gained in qualification into practice. So you can now start building a business formula for when you're released. Now when I interview and explain these different categories to the prison officers, I will turn around and say, in this prison, each and every single one of you, using the categorizations I've given you, categorize everyone here. But for now, I'm only interested in CCAT and BCAT. Because I need to train them and gain them qualifications and start them on the learning process in BCAT, qualify them in CCAT, and then transport them to DCAT to begin. Not just farming, but we're farming, but when they come back, because you may go in the morning and farm, but then when you come back to the DCAT center, we have computers and other things, and we have lessons of other things, and we will teach them these lessons. So we're combining business with farming, this, that, and this and that. They will end up with because most people in Ghana say, oh, I didn't go to school. I didn't even finish SHS. Yeah? Okay, cool. I'm telling you, you come to DCAT because of the stringent regime and because it's purposely set up for you and because you have nothing else to worry about. What do you have to worry about? When you're in DCAT, you're working, you make money to eat, you cook your own food to eat. You actually go shopping and buy your own food and bring it to eat. And that's all you have to do. Go shopping, buy your own food, go every morning, do your house, do the work, the farming work, and every afternoon, go to the afternoon classes and learn. Gain a qualification by the end of it, gain experience by the end of it, and we can then further offer you help in securing employment or the start of your own business and a new life. I told the prison officers to pick those that they believe have earned this. But get this, at each level, you can be in DCAT and find yourself in no time in A+. Do you know why? Because it's all behavioral based. It is all behavioral based. You give yourself opportunities. If you're in DCAT, you can learn everything, every course we have on the curriculum. You're open to learn it for free. The government will pay for it. The practicals you do, which is the farming work, the things we do that bring money. Some people could be carpenters. We could send them to help build schools. We have masons. Listen, we have masons in prison. We could gather the masons and the carpenters and then tell headmasters and headmistresses and head whatever, send us pictures of your schools, and Ghana will send builders to fix it. Send us the damages. We have painters in prison. Send us the problems of the government schools, because these people have become state property. So state property will be sent to fix state property. But through this, they will gain good training, good skills, this, that. And when they come out, there will be professional companies waiting because they know the system they have been put through is better than the educational system. I am telling you, Ghana, semuma me kwaya. Yeah, semuma me kwaya. Me transform the prison industry. But ebeba abeye bibia, ebeye stronko a change free education. Because tie, a truly free education. Because tie, obi an bon pie send a babeko prison. Obi an boss empire no. But Ghana ha, ahokyere wa ha. But senka obako prisoner, nanka kwan bi wo ha oba no betima aba back. Na wabeye better. Tie me, better than Obana wanko prisoner or school no a. Ya hwa obopo baba kuna suma ka se wompo ada na wanko prison ni bi. No kra na make no because where e possible. Who prisoner woni hweye. Anti government na ma opportunity bi say GBB a. Udi mrika na besom. Udru D-Cat. Or maybe 3-4 years left. But why you don't do D-Cat? On found one can quasi assembly. Oh, my new business, a Juman Kwan out there. Oh, sorry, Anopa. We do breakfast 1 hour, yeah. Anopa, we will breakfast while you be beer, Makoye Juma, my first Juma, my reporter back. Work our classes for your tertiary sector education. They wouldn't because we're a center. Who teachers no. And yes, bit my how more the time. But a center and yet it's a school. I want to say, wow, extra classes. Say, when you're more freedom. O family to me be chiao. Course no, me na make natural structured program. Qualification na ubenya no. Even though se wako prison no, wo ena Ghana edwuma ebe foul because omo be hu se structure na ye de wa femu no eye. Uncle Prince.
Nodoka 600.
Did you ever back to 9?
Maybe I'm not to rest and okay.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Wagwan. You see what I mean? The educational program that you have been put through, your families will know that yes, it's greater than the educational system that is proposed to be free. Yesterday, I went to the FDA to get a letter, and there was a guard, and he believes he recognizes my face. And you know, it's funny. I met these prisoners today. The guard, the security guard, he believes he recognizes both me and my uncle plus our car. And we said, where? And he says, Jamestown. And I asked my uncle, well, where's Jamestown? And he said, And then he mentioned the name. And my uncle said, the prison. Because get this, we had a prison, because I told you my uncle's a prison officer. So he's given us a prison officer's, they have badges, not badges, but you know, when you support them, so you display it. So I have that. So this guy was so sure he see me, my car, my uncle. But then he mentioned the name of the prison where he thinks he's seen us teaching. That's how he thinks he knows us. He says we went to a prison to teach. But we've never been to this prison. And my uncle tells me that it's the prison for kids. So it's not a prison. It's not meant to be called a prison. But it's where you hold underage kids, people who are under 18, who have still committed a crime. I'm telling you, they're just there, wasting away. I can change their lives and change Ghana's prospects. Yes, these are strong, hard-working kids. Well, we're not just meant to punish them and make them clean Ghana. We're meant to make them grow Ghana and to understand how Ghana should grow. And when we nurture them like this, when they come out of their predicaments, they'll be wide awake. They'll be growing Ghana and making triple what they were proposing to make as a criminal. But Ghana has to put the structures in place to make that happen. And this farming idea, it never started off with prisoners in mind. It started off with the farmers I know in mind, because you see, we've got land in a place called Fete, and Fete is one of the luscious areas in Ghana where everything grows. So majority of the people there that we know are farmers. And then what you call it? I got Django, Uncle Django, who lives down the road. He's a herbalist who also plants herbs. So I have the people around me. So that's what it was based on. But these people can now easily be supervisors, managers of the whole system. Because the prisons will obviously supervise the prison side. My uncle will probably chair that side, you get me? Because my uncle is a good worker. So I've already spoken to him about a similar idea before. And he said, you know what, we should find a way to put it in front of the big people. But like he said, we're nobody, so nobody's going to listen to us. That's what he said. And even if they do listen, they won't acknowledge us, and they will go behind our backs and implement the ideas we gave them without our involvement, so they can give contracts to themselves and their friends. He says in Ghana, before they implement, my uncle said to me, he said in Ghana, before ministers implement an idea, they will go and get their family members to set up companies that will complement that idea. And then immediately they will distribute contracts to their family members. I told him, don't dismay, uncle. This nephew of yours, he was raised by the Queen Mother of England. You understand what I'm saying? He was raised by Queen Elizabeth herself. And I said, uncle, can anyone take Queen Elizabeth for an idiot? He said no. This means, can anybody steal from Queen Elizabeth openly? He said no. And this means, even secretly, he said no. And this means, if you do, what will happen? This means, uncle, don't worry. Mommy told me everything. And if they made the mistake, I'll make mommy proud. I'll make mommy proud. I'll show her that I listened to every word she told me. Yeah, I was raised up by Queen Elizabeth herself. Don't mess with me. So, we're going to propose this idea. You understand what I'm saying? Ghana, support it. Ebeye yamaye. Yemboye ho. Odonkwa. Ebeye. Hey, light naba. Light naba. Ebeye. I'm telling you, farming idea. Ebeye.